Hey, good evening everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Welcome back to the channel. A couple things I want to get into today, one of which I got some mail, stuff that I will be putting in my inventory display case on this Saturday and Sunday. I'll get to that, but speaking of which, the schedule for this Saturday and Sunday. I will be setting up at 2 shows. I love back-to-back shows. It's a lot of fun, and I always enjoy the interactions. Saturday's show is going to be in Queens, New York City, my neck of the woods. All the pertaining information as far as time, how much it costs, and everything else. Location, address will be in the description below, so be sure to check that out. So that's the show on Saturday. Some other people that are going to be setting up are going to be B-Roth, who is also a vintage enthusiast and a full-time dealer, so he will be there hanging out. And a viewer of my channel named Lou is going to be setting up as well, so a good amount of vintage will be available. I'd recommend checking it out to be able to see what you can find. There's a nice mix of modern and vintage, so definitely worthwhile. The Sunday show is going to be back at Garfield. So the Garfield, New Jersey show, if you haven't been, definitely check it out. Great amount of vintage there. Yeah, I've seen my videos. I'll leave a link right now. You can check it out. All the details pertaining to that show will be in the description as well. So be sure to check that one out too. Getting to the pickups. Got some mail today. I'm really excited because I'm glad that it came in now before the show on Saturday. There is one card which I have to debate whether or not I am going to keep. I have two of the same card now, which actually I will see if I can grab at the moment. Might take a second to find, but I'll do it after. So first things first, I don't know if I've shown this card yet. Forgive me if I have, but we'll do a repeat if that's the case. I picked up this Don Newcomb, the New York Journal American 1954, and I saw this floating around on one of the Facebook groups that I belong to, one of the oddball Facebook groups. Disregard all the information here. This is definitely a reused card saver for some other card. So this, the Don Newcomb, I paid $20 for this, and I thought it was definitely worth the price. So nice pickup. This will go nice in my display case as well. The big heavy hitters for the mail day today. I won an eBay auction. Thanks to a viewer of mine named Tyler, who I think I have his name right. Tyler, forgive me if I got the name wrong, but I swear that's what it was. And so Tyler tipped me off to this eBay auction for 5 Transogram cards, and he knows I've been on a major Transogram kick. And so, amazingly, I won the auction. I never win auctions. I never really bid on them, but when I do, I always lose. So it was nice to get a nice 5 groups, fit all 1969 of Hall of Famers, and I'll show them to you now. First one I have here is the Juan Marichal in a very good VGX4. And so, very clean looking, and the back, Dominican dandy, great, just, my understanding, if I remember right, he's the first Hall of Famer from the Dominican Republic, so, and the winningest pitcher in the 1960s, so that was a nice one to have. And here we have the Frank Robinson Transogram from 1969, excellent. I think there's only like 4 graded higher. Obviously, Frank Robinson doesn't get the same amount of respect as some other players do, but we forget how effective Frank Robinson was. I mean, the guy had over 500 home runs. He's probably, I know he's in the top 10 in home runs, and his batting average was stellar. I mean, he was a fierce competitor, and I think he doesn't get his due justice. Great player. Here we have 1969 Willie McCovey. This one's graded authentic because obviously the cut is off, but still beautiful looking. McCovey, same kind of situation. 500 plus home run hitter, very effective with the Giants. Great first baseman, and it just carried a legacy on with him. Doesn't get the same amount of respect or not the same amount of love in the hobby. Respect is the wrong word. Let's say love. Not enough love, as much love in the hobby as compared to some others, but he's definitely one of the best first basemen. And getting to the best card, this one, I'm debating if I'm going to keep this one or the other one that I have. This one, of course, is the Willie Mays Transogram 1969. I'm trying to get it in focus here, so give me a second here. I got the other ones in focus. Anyway, So I have one already, and so I was debating if I'm going to keep this one or sell the raw one, or keep the raw one. There we go, got it in focus now. And so this one looks pretty clean. I know there's some issues, condition issues here, but nothing that is too concerning for me. And so I will come back to this and determine whether or not I'm going to keep this or keep the raw one. And finally, can't help myself. I have one already, but another time Seaver. The cut's obviously off, but hell of a card. And it's obviously the same photo from the 1968 and 69, but very special card. Not too many of these graded. I think less than 20, so something along those lines. I have the SGC3, so this one's an authentic. Altogether, the auction came out to roughly, I think, about $250 for all 5 of these, and I should probably be able to make that back, if not more. So, anyway, that's it for now, guys. As you know, as I mentioned, Saturday, Queens, New York City, Sunday, Garfield, New Jersey. Look at the descriptions below for the details pertaining to those shows, and we'll do a weekend recap when we circulate back on Sunday. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night, and take care.